Monday. It's been a slow morning so far, which is good for a Monday, and hopefully it stays that way. I have one assignment at 10, so that means let's get some coffee. Coffee. I've come back to the car to get the replacement battery, and our weather is not great to be out in. I got rain that's come in. It might rain all day. This might be the big change in season because, yesterday was the first full day of fall. But, fun to be out in. And we're live at the Wyandotte County Courthouse talking about a person who was jailed on July 4th and ended up getting beaten up in the jail and dying. And they're charging the Wyandotte County Sheriff's Deputy with the murder. And it's coming down pretty good now. We were beginning to wonder if it was going to come down at all. Kept dying on our doorstep, but it's here now. And I guess it'll be cooler tomorrow. Time to get out of the rain. Woo-hoo. Yep, here comes the rain. Looks like it might keep it up all day. Kind of a frisky storms in this too. Nothing super severe, but pretty frisky. This is perfect coffee weather while I'm waiting for an assignment. Coffee. It has been a long ass night and I am tired and hungry. I called in sick to work today because I had to be at the hospital all night. So it's breakfast time at the topic. We are stress eating. She thought I was going to say something else. Getting Zach from his swim meet. But we missed it because we had to wait for Luke to get home. Unanimous morning. Had live hits with Olivia this morning on mental health. It's kind of hitting home. And now while I wait for my assignment, I'm just going to have coffee and tamales. We haven't eaten anything, and we passed by this place, so we're giving it a try. Hook and reel. Let's see what this place is. There's a shark. The kids would love this. There we go, guys. Yum. Like my bib. We are sassified. We are live in Lawrence this morning. Anchor lives, but yeah, looks like I'm the only one here so far. It's very quiet. We've moved several times, and they're really doing up the Jayhawk. Now, the Jayhawk is a direct reference to the Civil War and the founding of Lawrence and Kansas, and they got several historic Jayhawks here. Look at that sunrise. Wow. Neato. See if I can zoom in on that sunrise over there. Wow. And the University of Kansas is located on a huge hill that they actually call Mount Oread. There's a natural history museum. We have to bring the kids there sometime. Look at some of these Jayhawks. 1923. (1929). Now, the Jayhawks were a militia from Kansas, and their uniform was, they were called the Red Legs. I know these Jayhawks here don't have any color, but I believe some of them had red legs. It is a very pretty morning with fog and everything that's formed. It happens this time of year with the condensation layer from the rivers, streams and everything. So as we drive into Lawrence, which is a beautiful town, and this campus is also one of the prettiest campuses in the United States, I think. You know, that's, I think, strange for people to grasp that kind of thing and the kind of history that this area has, because, you know, people think of this part of the United States as like there's nothing here, which is not true. And I have to, I think it's this hill right here. And, you know, they call this Mount Oread. It is a very steep hill, almost to the point of being a mountain. It was used during the Civil War as a lookout. I mean, it's very steep. It's not really a mountain, but it is pretty steep and tall. Taller than the surrounding countryside. And this town is very proud of the heritage it has. It's called the Free State Fortress. People came here from the northeast part of the United States mostly to settle this area. Settle this area. I gotta turn my thing off. And try and bring Kansas into the Union as a free state, meaning that slavery was not allowed here. Because the politicians at the time thought it would be a good idea to allow states to determine whether they would come into the Union as free or slave, and they set up a situation where all sorts of cheating and shenanigans started happening, and people were coming over here to bring this state in as a slave state. They had no intention of living here or settling here. They just wanted a victory for their side, and there's a lot of that stuff that's happened throughout history where people just they identify themselves with one side or another, and that's it. And other people came in from the northeast to say, nope, we're gonna. But the people that came in from the northeast, in their defense, actually came here to live and settle. And they especially came from Massachusetts. And that's why this main street here is called Massachusetts Street. The streets here are named after states in the Union, for the most part, the north-south streets. And the prominent ones are the ones where the people who came here to live and settle, like Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New Hampshire. And this is a university town, and so there's a lot of ideas and things from all different parts of the world come through here, and has a very cosmopolitan vibe, and it's got a small town vibe, although it's about 45 minutes from Kansas City. I always would love to come around here, especially in the mornings, and walk around and enjoy the scenery, and it's very peaceful. Unfortunately, of course, in 1863, this town, when the state was coming in as free or slave, or they were trying to settle that. Essentially, the Civil War erupted in Kansas. It was known as Bleeding Kansas, and that happened in the 1850s. And John Brown came here, and he was pretty much a radical abolitionist. If anybody from the other side came around, he was like ready to bust heads. And in 1963, William Quantrill brought a band of Missourians over here, mostly Missourians, and they burned Lawrence. And anybody that was of military age that was male, they would shoot and kill on the spot. They ended up killing about 150 men and boys. Yes, boys. They did not discriminate when it came to that. They burned down this hotel. This is the Eldridge now, but it was known as the Free State Hotel. It was a symbol of Lawrence and the Free State movement. Let me see. I'll have to go around the block here and maybe have some coffee before I head back east. The sculpture over here is something about Phoenix rising from the ashes, and that's also a symbol of the city. It's a symbol of a lot of places, especially places that have faced adversity. They have this sculpture here. And it's a symbol also of Lawrence rising from the ashes. There's my former workplace right there on the corner on the left. That used to be the they're redoing it, doing something to it. It used to be the cable news station, and I really loved working for that station. I think they did a really good job with local news. There's the Eldridge again, the Free State Hotel, Free State Fortress, target of William Quantrill and his band, the pro-slave forces from Missouri, pro-Confederate. And it's odd too, because William Quantrill lived in Lawrence as a school teacher, and he was not from a typical Confederate state. He was from Ohio. His family was. That's where he was born and raised. So, all right, let's try this coffee. It's about the only thing open right now. See Eldridge or Free State Motel and downtown Lawrence. It's such a beautiful downtown. I've always loved it here. Let's get some coffee. It's been a long week today and a long month this week. But it's Friday, and you know what that means. Yep. The topic. 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 We are sassified. We're doing Taqueria, Mexico. We're eating outside because we have the dogs.
Are you
I
guys
got
okay there?
L7.
Huh?
Zakium has a taco salad. So does Saya. Don't know what Luke has. And Ancian has flan.
Flan.
Flan. We are sassified. Costco. So we didn't have an extensive shopping trip this time. Got my wet wipes, some rotisserie chicken. We got a cake ordered for Grandpa Mickey's birthday, and we got a battery here for Melba.
Jesus said to the Pharisees, "There was a rich man who dressed in purple garments and fine linen and dined sumptuously each day. And lying at his door was a poor man named Lazarus, covered with sores, who would gladly have eaten his fill of the scraps that fell from the rich man's table. Dogs even used to come and lick his sores. When the man died, he was carried away by angels to the bosom of Abraham. The rich man also died and was buried. And from the netherworld, where he was in torment, he raised his eyes and saw Abraham far off and Lazarus at his side. He cried out, 'Father Abraham, have pity on me. Send Lazarus to dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am suffering torment in these flames.' Abraham replied, 'My child, remember that you received what was good during your lifetime, while Lazarus likewise received what was bad. But now he is comforted here, whereas you are tormented. Moreover, between us and you, a great chasm is established to prevent anyone from crossing who might wish to go from our side to yours or from your side to ours.' He said, 'Then I beg you, Father, send me to my father's house, for I have 5 brothers, so that he may warn them, lest they too come to this place of torment.' But Abraham replied, 'They have Moses and the prophets. Let them listen to them.' He said, 'Oh no, Father Abraham, but if someone from the dead goes to them, they will repent.' And Abraham said, 'If they will not listen to Moses and the prophets, neither will they be persuaded if someone should rise from the dead.'"
Back at Costco to pick up the cake. I snuck away to get some coffee. Gotcha. Coffee.
I have to replace these.
Well, this thing's cracked.
I have
Oh.
lens covers.
Dang.
Did that.
That was an
Saya.
accident.
All right.
Hold on.
Happy
Hold on.
birthday.
She moved.
All right, let's go.
She hung up again.
moved.
Yeah, like,
No, she didn't.
Ready?
Are you there?
Are you there, Mom?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Happy
Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy Happy birthday, dear Grandpa. Happy birthday to you.
And many
More. Make a wish, Grandpa.
Do I get to blow them all out?
Yeah, don't say the wish though. Don't say the wish.
Okay.
Don't
We ready for this?
Yeah. Why? Trick candles.
Yay!
The trick candles worked almost.
All right,
You get
Zach.
them all in one go.
I can still blow.
No.
You can still blow. All right, Zach.
Tasty.
You do the slicing.
You're not supposed
Zach.
to do that.